Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Hey, you know what? Fall's approaching. It's coming up fast, isn't it?
And we welcome it with open arms.
We slipped and tripped right into it, folks. I feel
Slip and trip, we sure did.
That's what we fell. And here we are. The temperatures fell a little bit following that cold front that we saw overnight. It's still impacting the Beehive State. Live view from that gorgeous camera. Ensign Peak looking over the Salt Lake Valley. Now we're starting to clear and quiet in northern Utah. You may have noticed we're a few degrees cooler, tiny bit hazy out there. But overall, a lot of the activity is focused in northeastern Utah. Jumping down to the south, you know what? If you're more into summer, I hear you. I love the warmth. There's plenty of it in Washington County, 96 degrees. Right now in Ivins, as you take that live view from our Black Desert Sky Cam with clear skies, high pressure, anxious to set up. As we look at our satellite radar, northwest flow behind this cold front, which you notice in the last few hours, continues to track south. You also see the storm development in northeastern Utah, which originally happened over the Uintas. But some of those storms, as we forewarned you, rolled right into valleys. And this afternoon, we had a few strong storms in and around the Uinta Basin. Right now, the forewarned radar is sweeping the state. And as we get a little closer into Uinta County, we see just the tail end here. Some echoes of moisture as those thunderstorms track over into Colorado, starting to quiet now statewide. The storm system is going to exit, and that's going to really change our weather pattern. Live view from our Colonial Flag Tower camera. Temperatures in the 70s. What I love about this is you can see the winds at work. It's a northwesterly flow pushing the flag, and that also keeps our temperatures at bay. Definitely cooler than average. 81 is typically where we are. 77 in Salt Lake, 70s in northern Utah. Now check out that vernal temperature. Upper 60s means those storms were moving through and moving through quickly. We've got 90s and 80s on the eastern side of the state, 94 in St. George. Over the next several hours for the Wasatch Front, clear skies quieting down. Now this time of year with those clear conditions, that means temperatures will dip. By ABC4 News at 10, low 60s expected. And for the overnight, how about a few 50s? It's going to feel crisp. It's going to feel cool. It's going to feel like fall, but we're not quite there yet. As we look at our setup today, you see that upper level low that's kept us very unsettled in the west the last several days. It's going to continue to track east, but it is taking its time, meandering through the west and keeping us with the moisture potential. Tomorrow that changes. It pulls further east with high pressure taking over. Drier air moving in from the Pacific Northwest. We'll see sunshine, and while temperatures will be right around seasonal norms, we'll start to see a warming trend to follow. Drier air moving into the state with quieter conditions for your Wednesday and your Thursday, but changes still brewing. There's that cold front taking you through the timing of those storms clearing by 8 p.m. We're quiet throughout the state, and we say so long to that cold front. Thanks for passing through. As we get through our Wednesday, northwest flow in place. A trailing disturbance could allow for a little bit of storm development in the southwestern Wyoming area and over the Uintas. That is behind that area of low pressure. We know that trailing disturbance could allow for a little bit of lift. That would bring some storms, but other than that, the state is quiet. Thursday, staying very quiet. Look to the south here. You see moisture. Our southerly flow is going to pick up by the close of the work week, and moisture's not totally out of the cards. Wet weather potential climbs along the Wasatch Front for the weekend. Now, it just looks like a slight chance to isolated storms right now, but as we get closer, we'll see where that moisture's headed. Big picture showing you the low on the move, drier air from the Pacific Northwest, keeping things quiet Wednesday and into Thursday. But we're looking at this low. Our next one on the move, a bit unsettled as temperatures warm, that could nudge our ridge of high pressure out of place and open the door for cooler conditions and wet weather yet again. Always like to forewarn you early. That's your large, long-range view. 70s and low 80s tomorrow, 82 in Moab, 96 in St. George. The heat, well, it stays on until the end of the week in Washington County. More cloud cover by Friday with isolated storms in 80s for the first portion of the weekend. Drier by Sunday, and fall starts on Monday. The Wasatch Front with a different pattern, perhaps the opposite here, right? We're looking at those numbers in the 70s, climbing into the low to mid 80s. Those isolated storms stick around for your weekend. As we head into the beginning of fall, there's a slight chance a storm bubbles up, but we'll start the season with low 80s and the chance of moisture in the weekend, the last weekend of summer right before it. So not looking too bad. Temperatures today, chef's kiss. I love a 77.
Ooh, everyone do it. All right, Dana, there you go.
I love it, just like this team.